Ann and I are blessed. We are blessed because you are all here today. Because you're here tonight, you're all family now. And the over-under was 1.5 minutes, so whoever put over on 100, 1.5 minutes, Brian starts crying.
I need to acknowledge two amazing women, my mom, Madeira, and Brian's mom, Barbara. They actually were able to go to the engagement party. They were so happy. Well, first of all, they thought it was a wedding. After that weekend, every time I spoke with either one of them, they would talk to me about Hannah, and they were both ecstatic that Jared had found somebody who he loved so much and was so beautiful inside and out.
Hannah, it's easy to forget, but you were my original best friend. You have so many amazing qualities that I'm constantly impressed by. I'm an overthinker to a fault, so it is so impressive to me that you do exactly what you want to do, and you worry about the consequences later, even if it means having a torn ACL at your wedding.
Annual recital, which was a huge deal for the dancers, and each year they did a dads and daughters routine to open the show. My dad danced every year except for 1 year. Jared could tell I was really sad and surprised me by announcing that he would be taking my dad's place that night in the recital. I couldn't have handpicked a better person for my brother. Hannah, we love you, and we are so happy to officially call you family. And Oliver wanted me to tell you, I wabu anana.
So I, for one, long ago, conceded this wedding weekend as a foregone conclusion. But make no mistake, this relationship persevered through multiple phases of life when each Hannah and Jared were in distinct stages. When Hannah was a senior in college, Jared was in the real world tasting beers from Anheuser-Busch.
We had the privilege of living with Hannah, and by extension Jared, during our junior and senior year at Harvard, and then again for a year post-grad in the city.
Living with Hannah made life better. She's the warmest, kindest person we know. She makes everyone feel completely at ease and totally loved.
And then came Jared. They became inseparable almost immediately, saying I love you within a week.
We got to know Jared up close and quickly realized he was just as kind, loyal, and brilliant as our Hannah.
Jared's meteoric political rise came at the same time that he and Hannah were settling into the onset of their budding romance. About Hannah, Jared had a kind of giddy schoolboy excitement. You knew he couldn't believe that he was dating the girl of his dreams, or more likely, he couldn't believe that she was dating him. And while far be it for me to give you guys advice on the eve of your wedding, I can say with confidence as an expert that you guys have all the right stuff.
Hannah and Jared's story started at Harvard in 2016. I was visiting for Harvard Yale. Debbie turned to Hannah and said, "This guy is cute. He could be your husband." And then handed her a mint. Fortunately, Debbie was right. I can't wait to see all the future benefits of the Hannah and Jared effect through marriage and beyond. Let's raise a glass to one of the best couples I know. Cheers.
Blessed are you who've come here in the name of God. You've come into God's presence with song and happiness. May the source of power, blessing, and glory bless Hannah and Jared. We are instructed to serve the Creator of the world with joy, and certainly this is a very joyful couple.
Jared, I remember the first time I met you like it was yesterday. Maybe it was the Bud Light talking, but I could have sworn a magnetic force pulled me towards you. And I knew you were the one when we spent hours belly laughing in my dorm room. 8 years later, and I still fall more madly in love with you every single day. It's been clear from the very beginning that you make everything better. Every moment is more enjoyable. Every bite of food is more delicious. You, Jared Lang, are my peace. I have not stopped loving you since I was 20 years old. Not for one day, not for 1 hour, not for a single second, and I promise I never will.
First date, we got froyo, which seems innocent enough. Still, it was me who tripped over the curb and almost fell as we were walking home because I couldn't take my eyes off you. You're my best friend, and you're also just the best friend to everyone you love. Good news is overshadowed by the thrill of telling you about it, and trials are made smaller by your understanding and advice. Thinking back to that date, I've come to realize, even though I didn't see that curb, I was looking where I was going, because since that day, you've been the center of my life.
Jared, in the presence of all the witnesses here, you have spoken the words and performed the rites which unite your lives, and therefore as a rabbi declare your marriage to be valid and binding in accordance with the laws of the state of South Carolina. I proclaim you to be husband and wife, and so I ask God's blessings upon you. Hey!
Life has not been dull.
From the moment Hannah was born, it was clear she was destined to be the center of her family and possibly the world's attention.
So while the first word that comes to mind would be passionate, you are also inquisitive and so much fun to be with.
She's the kind of person who, when she enters a room, you don't just notice her, you feel her.
Jared, the fact that you're still willing to marry Hannah after living with us during COVID is a testament to how amazing you are.
Jared possesses all the qualities a father could ever imagine in a partner for their daughter.
I love you both more than you could ever imagine and wish you a very long and very happy life together.
To Hannah and Jared, we love you guys.
Footsteps, you expect a clear and easy path. But let me tell you, following in her footsteps was exhausting. My freshman year, I felt like I was on top of the world. I had an older sister with a cool boyfriend who was the president of the Owl Club. Jokes aside, Han, the one thing I would wholeheartedly choose to follow in your footsteps with is the love that you've found with Jared. Jared, I couldn't be more excited that you're officially Jared Needle. Anyways, you've basically been a brother to me for the past 8 years. Even still, I truly don't have the words to describe how much I love you. Hannah and Jared, I love you so much. And down in one, it's party
for over 20 years. Before we had our licenses, we had Uber by Rachel. Jared always led me to believe that Rachel was cool with picking me up or dropping me off somewhere. She was in fact not cool with that. Oddly enough, I feel closer with him now than I did in all those years as kids. Austin, Terrell, and I met Hannah about 9 years ago at the Harvard Yale tailgate. Hannah, who was not yet romantically involved with Jared, greeted us like she'd been waiting her whole life to meet us. Hannah's radiant and affectionate personality is what makes her the wonderful woman that she is.
I know it's first important to establish credibility, and I've been fortunate to have followed Jared in his every move over the last 10 years. Standing here now, though, I can tell you that just following Jared around is an effective strategy to navigate life. But today I send him off to marriage knowing that I can't join him. That would be inappropriate. Hannah, being able to share this last decade with you, you've been an incredibly important part of my life. Jared, I'm so glad you found your person to support and love you. I admire how clear-headed you are about what you want in life and your creativity, your confidence, and your commitment to make it happen. Please raise a glass with me. I love you guys. Cheers to Hannah and Jared.